Hey, this is Richard with some tips on visiting the island of San Giorgio Maggiore, one of the best and most often overlooked attractions in Venice, Italy.
San Giorgio Maggiore is a small island located in the lagoon just south of Venice's main island group. Its chief draws are a church and monastery designed by the great Renaissance architect Andrea Palladio, and a bell tower that affords dramatic views of the lagoon and city. It's named for George the Dragon Slayer, one of the patron saints of Venice.
The Maggiore tagged onto the name means greatest or most important in Italian.
The island is easy to reach by the Vaporetto public water bus from a stop near St. Mark's Plaza. You can use your Vaporetto pass to get on the boat. Probably the trickiest part of the trip is finding the correct dock from which to pick up the water bus, as there are several prominent docks on the water in front of St. Mark's Plaza. You'll want the number 2 line that departs from the San Zaccaria dock located east of the Doge's Palace. The ferry ride is quick and enjoyable with great views around the lagoon.
Most of the people who get off the boat go straight to the church and bell tower. My advice is don't follow them.
Instead, wander around the island a bit, enjoy the views, and take advantage of all the terrific spots for pictures with St. Mark's in the background. This way, hopefully, you'll arrive at the church and bell tower after that initial wave of people has left. The church offers a rare opportunity to see the work of Andrea Palladio, a hugely influential architect who designed many great buildings in and around Vicenza, a city that's about a 45-minute drive east of Venice.
Palladio came to Venice in 1560 to work on the monastery and church. The Pope was present for the laying of the church foundation stone in 1566. Palladio died just 14 years later, in 1580, before all the work on the church had been completed.
The choir behind the altar and the facade were finished based on his designs in the 3 decades after his death. The church is a brown brick basilica with a squat dome rising from the crossing of the nave and the transepts. Palladio designed the white marble facade to tie together the high-ceilinged nave and the much lower side aisles. He did this by superimposing a tall facade with a narrow pediment supported by 4 massive engaged columns over a shorter facade featuring a wide pediment and pilasters in the place of columns. The vast interior features massive columns and pilasters on white surfaced walls. A highlight of the artwork on display is Jacopo Tintoretto's Last Supper, a large canvas that hangs to the right of the altar. It's a departure from other notable Last Supper paintings in that the point of view is looking down on the scene from one side of the table. It's thought this was the artist's way of integrating the painting into its location. Regardless, it's a magnificent atmospheric work. The bell tower, or campanile, is accessed through the church. The original tower collapsed in 1774, and this one was built in its place. With its square red brick shaft and belfry of white stone, it resembles the bell tower at St. Mark's, but its spire is conical rather than pyramidal.
There's an entrance fee for the tower. It was €8 the last time I checked, and they only accept cash, so make sure to bring plenty of euros with you. The elevator holds only a handful of people at a time, so you might have to wait a few minutes for your ride to the top.
Once you get to the top, you're rewarded with a panoramic view of Venice and the surrounding area. You can see the main island group to the north, the beachside resort of Lido to the south, and the mainland to the west.
There are other attractions on the island besides the bell tower and church.
The Palladio-designed monastery next to the church offers self-guided, timed entrance tours that you must book in advance. In hindsight, I wish I had done this. The tour takes you through the courtyard and library, the hedge labyrinth, and the Vatican chapels, 10 representations designed by leading architects in 2018 for the Biennale, Venice's annual cultural festival. Otherwise, There's a cafe on the north side of the island where you can get everything from a coffee to a full meal with wine. I'd say 2 hours is plenty of time to see the island. Add another hour or two if you plan on doing the self-guided tour of the monastery. When you're ready to return to St. Mark's, you pick up the boat at the same dock where you were left off originally. Make sure it's the number 2 boat because there are some that go to different stops.
San Giorgio Maggiore is a worthwhile trip that provides an escape from the crowds of Venice. I would put it up there among the very best attractions in the city. The Vaporetto stop makes it easy to combine it with a visit to St. Mark's Basilica and the Doge's Palace. Hope this helps. Thanks for watching.